Listen, how do y'all like our choice for Lieutenant Governor? I'll tell you, Chris is, you can see why we made that choice. Chris King is a man of integrity. Chris King is a hard-working fella. Chris King is a family man in addition to being a businessman. And ladies and gentlemen, with your help, Chris King will be the next great Lieutenant Governor of the great state of Florida. Listen, I'm blown away. I am overwhelmingly humbled by this room, by this campaign, and by what we are going to do a short 59 days from now. When we flip this state back into the hands of everyday working people again. I believe we're going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't help but give a heartfelt thank you, not only to my new Lieutenant Governor, Chris King, but to Senator Nelson, who we have got to
Fix the mic.
from this distinguished area, Congresswoman Val Demings. I want to thank Congressman Darren Soto. I want to thank our nominee for Attorney General Sean Shaw. Y'all, I want to thank a man who knows how to count, the next CFO of this state, Jeremy Reed. Agricultural Commissioner and Consumer Services Commissioner, Ms. Nikki Freed. Y'all, you gotta join me in giving it up for the greatest MC in all the land, who also happens to be a pretty dynamic Florida legislator, Representative Carlos Guillermo Smith. And we would not be here physically in this space were it not for the hard work, dedication, commitment of a local public servant that you all know, Commissioner Regina Hill. Y'all can't miss Regina Hill if you try. She is sparkling and shining. She is lighting up over here. I also have to give it up for the King family. I am honestly moved by their love, by their commitment, by their dedication, and by their service to our great state. I want to begin with Charlie, Mary Grace, and Luke, obviously Kristen, and Mr. and Mrs. King. I know y'all were out here, but I'm not sure where you are physically. Right here. Will y'all please join me in giving it up for the entire King? Possible for me. First, the woman who's allowed this to be possible for me is my mama. I'm not a scientist, but y'all understand how that works. Thank you, Mother. I also want to thank the other woman who stands behind me, beside me, and in many days in front of me, leading me by my nose. A woman who is raising alongside me 3 amazing children in the form of Jackson, Caroline, and Davis. A woman who in her own right is an amazing professional. And y'all, if we do our job, she will make an amazing First Lady of the great state of Florida. Video, the 2 rock stars of this campaign, without a doubt, are RJ and Kristen. Right? thank every last single one of you. Those who are in this room, those who are on the other side of your Facebook and your Snapchat and your Instagram and your however form you're communicating out from today, those are the individuals along with you that made this moment possible. Because of you, we did what many thought was impossible. I love you back. It was said to be impossible. And we did it, y'all, not by shrinking from who we are, not by shying from what we believe, not by trying to be another person or another party, but by standing firmly in our truth. About who we are and the difference we want to make in the lives of everyday Floridians. Now let me tell you a little bit about these everyday Floridians, because Chris and I consider ourselves just two among them. Y'all heard me along this trail talk about oftentimes my mother, who growing up was a school bus driver, and my daddy, who growing up was a construction worker. And I often said that when my daddy didn't have construction work to do, you would find him selling fruits or vegetables on the street corner. My mother, when Florida got rid of summer schools, became a presser in the dry cleaners up the street from where we live. Between the two of them, they are the best example of hard work that I know to this day. Because they did what so many Floridians do every single day. They get up and they dress themselves. If they got children, they put them together and maybe get them on a school bus or walk them down the street to school. Or maybe, if they're like me, you needed a couple of extra hands, so grandma and my mother-in-law and others help to get things ready and prepared before they make their way off for the day. These are people who are just like you and me. They want the very, very best for their family. They want the very best for their children. And what our responsibility is, Florida, is to build a state that is deserving of their hard work, deserving of their investment, deserving of the untapped potential of the future of their children. Some of you all know the story of the Maasai. And if you don't, allow me a moment to tell you about it. The Maasai tribe is an East African village that was known over the arc of history for demonstrating excellence in all things. They were excellent hunters and gatherers. They were excellent warriors. They, on average, had an average height of 6'3". Imagine that, RJ. And they had a common greeting that they would extend between each other. No matter whether it was a woman encountering a family, a man encountering a family, they would exchange the same greeting. And it was simple, in my opinion, pretty profound. When they would encounter each other, they would simply ask, and how are the children? And how are the children? And how are the children? Because they are a society that recognizes that how well we are doing is very much so based on how well the children are set up to do. Can you imagine having a governor of this great state who makes decisions about this state and this state's future in the interest of setting it up better for our children? That's what we're going to get when you elect Gillum to be your next governor in Pt2. We believe that we ought to have a state where folks can work one job instead of multiple jobs and make ends meet. We believe in a state where people can be paid a wage, but they're paid a wage with dignity. washing up on our shores. Our air quality, our water quality, our sea life all at risk because we've handed over the reins of environmental protection to the biggest polluters in this state. Well, that's going to end. That actually serves the purpose of restoring people. Because I'm a firm believer that once you have committed a crime and you have paid your debt to society, you ought to be able to re-enter society. You ought to be able to re-enter this state and have your opportunity to go and work a job where you can earn a wage, take care of yourself and your family, and disrupt the criminal justice cycle, which has far too many people in this state stuck, shut out, and absent of opportunity. I believe in a state where healthcare is treated as a right and not a privilege. I believe we deserve a state where people don't have to be terrified of getting sick. Because when they get sick, they can't go to work. And when they cannot go to work, they cannot earn a wage. And when they cannot earn a wage, they can't pay their bills. And when they don't pay their bills, their lights get turned off, their rent or their mortgages don't get paid. And they find themselves in a cycle of poverty. And by the way, this isn't just the poor. Middle class, working class people who are terrified that they may be one illness away from bankruptcy. Y'all, when we win this race for governor, we're going to first extend Medicaid to over 700,000. We're going to extend Medicaid. And by the way, by extending Medicaid, we're going to pull down $6 billion in federal money that is right now being distributed to other states, all because we have a governor and a legislature that don't believe in Obamacare. Y'all, I want you to know that when you elect us governor, we are going to finally lean into the infrastructure challenges of this state, build high-speed rail across the state. Send us over $2 billion. What did our governor say? No, thank you. We don't believe in Obama's stimulus money. Well, y'all think of the number of people that could have gone to work. Think of the number of jobs that could have been created that would have been good jobs for the state. Well, when we win this race, y'all, we're going to not only lead into our infrastructure challenges of this state, but we're also going to lead into the human infrastructure challenges that we face. We're going to be a state, y'all, that has a place for all of us. And we're going to begin, y'all, by investing in our public education system. Where we begin by paying teachers what they are worth. How we treat our educators who, in my opinion, do some of the most difficult work that exists on earth. These are the people who are responsible outside of our households for the shaping, the molding, the inspiring, the cultivating, the encouraging of the minds of our most precious gifts, our children. And so we got to begin by honoring them. But there are a few other things that we're going to do. Because right now in the state of Florida, 40% of our kids are arriving at kindergarten not ready to learn. And that's why we're going to ensure that we equip all of our children. 0 to 5 is where it's at. Over 90% of brain development takes place between the ages of 0 and 5. into our public education system of this state. The kind of thing that used to exist. Because while college worked for me, for my older brothers, it was woodwork, shop, mechanical, electrical, technical, all of those kinds of programs that if you are not on a college-bound track, and it's okay not to be on a college-bound track, but if you are not on a college-bound track, we're going to equip you with the knowledge and the skills and the tools that you need to monetize that skill, go to work, get a job that leads to a wage that you can live on. If you want to start a business in the state of Florida, we want to make sure that you have access to the capital and the resources that you need so you don't have to be on the first thing flying out of here. In order to go and see your dreams come true by creating your business, by creating opportunity and innovation, we're going to become the innovation capital of this country. We're also going to become here in the state of Florida, since we're known as the Sunshine State, is we're going to be the capital of solar energy. This ticket, the Gillum King ticket, is a ticket that I believe best reflects the everyday lived experiences of people in this state. And the reason we're going to win y'all is because we're going to be unafraid to travel to every single part of the state of Florida. future of this state, about the North Star that we have for where we want to go as a people. And when I finished, this elderly white gentleman stood up and he said, I believe Gillum ought to be the next governor. And he said, I want to give you $20 to help you along your way. Y'all reacted the way I react. I'm like, this is the Villages. I know you got more than $20. And then he challenged the rest of the room. He said, if you've got 50 or 5 or $20, I want you to invest it in Andrew Gillum. And all of a sudden, this meet and greet becomes an impromptu fundraiser. And we walked out of there raising nearly $6,000. While my name and Chris's name may be on the ballot, we want y'all to know that this is not about us. I learned that lesson very early on. I used to tell folks about my grandmother, Ella Baker Jackson, who growing up would have a daily ritual. Because my mom and dad would have to get up so early in the morning to go to work, they would load us all in the car, And I'm one of 7 kids, so don't ask how many car seats there were. They would drive us a short distance to my grandmother's house. My grandmother would let us sleep a little bit longer before she would get us up and ready for the day. She would do 2 things. One, she'd take her bottle of olive oil, her blessing oil, and she put a blessing on my forehead. It was her way of sending us out so that no harm would come our way. And then what she would say in her mantra, and only in the way that she could, boy, go to school. Mind your teachers. Get your lesson. And one day bring that education home. She would say, bring it home for your little brother and your little sister who don't know what it is yet. Bring it home. She would say, bring it home for that little boy down the street that you play with. God knows where he gonna end up. She was right. His name was Nuke, and Nuke was always in trouble. She said, bring it home for your mama and your daddy who get up every day to go out there and work on somebody else's job in order to keep a roof over your head and clothes on your back and food on the table. Bring it home. Now, I would have to admit that I didn't always know what my grandmother was trying to communicate, but I would come to learn that what she was saying is that it wasn't just about me. That it wasn't even just about my little brother and my sister, my mother and father, the little boy down the street. It was about all of us. There was a belief that if I went far in life, we would all go far in life. And if I did good, we would all do good. There was a sense, y'all, of community. That we were in this thing together. And somehow in society, we've allowed the other side to convince us that the only way we win is by individually stepping on the neck and on the face and on the shoulders and on the backs of other people. Well, y'all, I resent that. I reject that brand of politics. Because I believe that we all do good when we all do good. We all do good when we all do good. So what I want you to know is that Chris and I are clear that our names are simply a veneer on the ballot. That what sits beneath our names is a healthcare system that works for everybody. Teachers who need to get paid what they worth. Kids who need an opportunity that should not be defined by their zip code, where they live, or what kind of church they grew up on. Keep our name on the ballot, y'all, in an environment that is in desperate need of a governor who cares for it again. It's a state that wants to be encouraged and inspired, not divided but brought together. What sits beneath our name is hope and opportunity and a future, not just for me and my kids, but for the kids whose names I can't call, for the faces I can't recognize. But I believe that if we get a governor in the form of Andrew Gillum and a lieutenant governor in the form of Chris King, that we have an opportunity to show the rest of the nation what is possible. The strength of our character and our hard work to make a difference, with hands to work with and feet to walk or move with a heart to care with, a brain to think with, that anything is possible. God, let's send a message to the rest of the nation, and if that message has to come from Florida on November 6th, let's let the word go out nation and worldwide.